Hello, my name's Hester Swift, and I'm the Foreign and International Law Librarian at IALS Library. IALS Library is considered to be the national research library for law, and it's home to extensive foreign and international law collections, as well as an excellent UK law collection. And more importantly, all PhD students can join the library for free. In this podcast, my colleague Laura and I will share with you some of the ways that the library can support you in your research. First, I'll introduce the online resources that the library subscribes to for its members to use, and then Laura will give an overview of the free online legal research tools that IALS Library has developed. The Institute of Advanced Legal Studies was established in 1947, and it gets funding from the government to provide a law library for PhD researchers and academics. We do also admit some LLM students, and you'll find all the details on our website. We have a wide range of subscription-based online resources. They cover UK law, foreign law and international law, and many of them are available remotely. If you want individual ebooks and e-journals and other online titles, you need to start from the IALS Library catalogue, which is at this URL here. We subscribe to a lot of big ebook packages, including one from Oxford University Press, one from Cambridge University Press, and other packages from Brill Publishing, Elgar Publishing and Hart. We also subscribe to many hundreds of e-journals and other online titles. Our large databases are found in the Electronic Law Library, which is a page of our website, at this second URL on the slide. And you will find about 40 different large databases in the Electronic Law Library. I'll show you how to access our online resources. And I'm going to start from the library page of the IALS website. So here we are on the library page, and if you scroll down a bit, you'll see a link to the library catalogue, where you go for individual ebooks and e-journals. But if you want to open a large database and do a broad search across the database, you need to start from the Electronic Law Library. So I'm going to click on the link to the Electronic Law Library. And this is an alphabetical list of the databases that we subscribe to. But which ones can you access remotely? To find this out, you can use this Filter by Offsite License tool at the top. And what you need to do is tick whichever category of reader you come under, and then it will filter the list and only show you the databases that you are entitled to have remote access to under the database license. So if you're actually doing your PhD at IALS, you would tick the first category, IALS Staff, Fellows and Students. If you're from other parts of the School of Advanced Study, SAS, you would tick the second option. If you're from one of the colleges of the University of London, such as UCL or King's, you would tick UOL, the third option. But if you're from any other university and you're a member of IALS Library, you would tick the fourth option, IALS Library Academic Members. So I'm going to tick that one. And now the list of databases that you're being shown is only the databases that IALS Library academic members can have remote access to on the IALS account. I'll show you how to log into a database. I'm going to demonstrate with Justice 1, so I'll scroll down to J. And here's Justice 1. For any of our databases, if you want some details before you log in, you can click on More Information. And it gives you an overview of the content and some tips further down for navigating the database. To log in, you just click on the name of the database, and then you'll see a remote access link. So click on Remote Access, and here's where you log in. Your user ID for remote access to IALS e-resources is your name, and the example they give on this page is John Smith, but you can see that I've typed my name in already, Hester Swift. Then your password for logging in is the number underneath the barcode on your IALS library card. And I've typed my barcode number in. So here we are, we've logged in to the IALS account for Justice 1. Now, if you want an individual e-journal or e-book, you need to go from the library catalogue. I'm going to search for an e-book called Conciliation in International Law. And this is the catalogue record for this e-book. All you need to do is click on the remote access link and then log in exactly the same way as I've just demonstrated for Justice 1, with your name as your user ID and the barcode number as your password. If you'd like some more details of our online resources that we subscribe to, we've got a databases guide on our website, and that has sections covering online resources that you can use to research UK law, EU law, international law, and foreign law. Then, if you would like some help with logging in remotely to our e-resources, we've got an off-site access information page on our website. If you need any help or advice about the online resources, you can email the library, and our email address is ials@sas.ac.uk. Send us an email and we will be able to advise you.
Hello, I'm Laura Griffiths, the Academic Services Manager at the Library at the Institute of Advanced Legal Studies, and I'd like to quickly talk to you today about some of our online legal research tools that we create and host at the Institute. So in these strange times where everyone's adapting to researching almost entirely from home and through a device, it's really good to remember that aside from just our excellent physical collections based in London in Russell Square, we've got loads and loads of online ways in which we can help you. So the first of these I'd like to talk to you about is Lawport. So in line with our sister institutes at the School of Advanced Study, we've been working on some public online research tutorials. So these are free to use, they're interactive, and they're designed for you to dip in and out of, so you can only research the bits that are relevant and interesting to you. So at the moment we've got a tutorial on customary international law, researching treaties and international conventions. We've got a new one on judicial decisions of international law, and everyone's favourite Oscola. So I'll just show you how these work in action. So clicking on our customary international law designed by our wonderful Hester Swift, it gives you a little sample of the outcomes, the sort of things that you'll be looking at, just to show you that in action. This is actually in the course itself. As you can see, it's broken down into sections. You can either complete it all the way through or just go into the section that's relevant to you if you're only interested in sort of state practice or legislation, for example. So they're really good. And we've got some very, very good feedback on those. Another project that we run is our current legal research topics database. Now, this is well, that's what it says on the tin. It's works in progress, so what's currently being worked towards PhDs and MPhils in universities throughout the United Kingdom. Obviously it's voluntary, so we're not saying this is a comprehensive list of what everybody's doing, but if you do want to either identify gaps in current legal research or maybe look to collaborate with people who are working in similar areas to yourself, it's really, really worth having a look. as you can see here, we take feedback, lots of different subject areas, so you can either have a search through that way, or let's just have a look. Who's researching Nigeria currently? Click search. So there you go, working titles of everyone's different areas of research. And if you open up the link, it just gives you a little bit more detail there. So you could contact their home institution to collaborate, or again, try and identify areas that aren't currently being researched. If you haven't already submitted your working thesis to this, there's information on our website about how you can add your details to our database. Okay, another way we try and help you, as we're doing lots more research online, is our Eagle Eye Gateway to Legal Research. So this isn't going to give you anything that you don't find through a Google search, but what happens here is our academic librarians have trawled the web on your behalf. They've already identified good, high quality, free sources of online legal information. They've written a little sort of catalogue record, we are librarians, and then linked it from our Eagle Eye Gateway. So again, I can show you how this works. As you can see, you can search by type of resource if you're interested in legislation. Do it by particular country. This is really good as well because it'll cover some of the smaller jurisdictions that don't necessarily turn up on the big legal databases. Let's see what we can find for legislation on Sweden. Brilliant. Some English language versions of actual full text Swedish legislation. As I say, you could still find this just via Google, but you'd have to trawl through various pages of results and try and identify which were the good, high-quality sources of info. So that's to help you when you're trying to get your research done on the web. Another quick resource that we have, our Flair Index to Treaties. This covers major bilateral and international treaties. It's originally designed to help you try and identify print citations to treaties, but it will also link if there is a web version of a treaty available. So, free text. You know there's a treaty on the rescue of astronauts. You can't remember anything else about it. Put the free text in. This is great. Agreement on the rescue of astronauts and the return of astronauts. And then it gives you all the information about it. So it tells you where it's been published officially, all the different kind of citations that you can find it there. But it does also provide some really, really good web links so you can find that treaty online. And finally, we've got our wonderful selection of research guides that we make available on our website. Again, obviously these are very much tied to what we have in the physical collection, but if we do have knowledge about some good free resources for information on those countries, we'll link to them as well from our subject guides. So if you are desperate to get researching on South Africa or Brazil, I would recommend looking at our research guides and seeing if there are any free resources there. Finally, if you do have any research queries, do keep in touch with us. Obviously the phone number isn't currently valid. Hopefully that'll be up and running again as soon as possible. But if you email us, we can respond to you during our normal office hours. We're making all our information available on our website as well, and we're tweeting any useful links via our Twitter account. So if you've got any queries, as I say, get in touch, or if you would like to register as a PhD student or an MPhil student at an academic institution, get in touch and we can get that sorted for you. Happy researching!